Hi there, it's me, Molly, the maker behind Lefty Knits. Welcome to my Vlogmas. I unfortunately don't have any festive intro for you. I haven't really been decorating or anything. We live in a tiny apartment. We have a cat, it's right over here, who is interested in getting into things, and we leave in, oh damn, like 10-ish days to go to Alabama to see my boyfriend's family. So I don't have any decorations. I hope you can't hear him talking too loudly. I'm sorry I haven't been posting as often. I figured Vlogmas was the perfect time to try to get back into the swing of things. Things have just been really busy in my personal and professional life, and with daylight hours so limited, after daylight savings started, I've just been really struggling to find a time to film. And I know that it's already pretty dark. It's like 5 o'clock today. But I just figured I would come to you with some videos for Vlogmas. I don't plan on releasing videos every day. It'll be every couple days, or few days, probably 2 to 5 days, that I'm sharing what I'm up to with you. And I don't expect it to be super exciting, but I do have a lot of knitting that I haven't really talked about yet, so I'll try to get into some of that as well. So yeah, welcome to a little slice of my life, and I hope you enjoy. Mola's absolute favorite thing is laying on our chests, and it's very cute. Hello, hello. I'm trying to set up a new corner of the room to film a little update, and the bed is right here. My cat is perturbed by all the goings on. I think a lot of this vlog content is just gonna be Lola. Hello everyone, I'm filming from a different place today. I figured I'm not doing that much day to day for Vlogmas, so it doesn't feel like I have very much to show you of me doing things. So I figured I would just film a short update today and talk to you about some of the things that I have finished up and that I'm working on. I have some acquisitions that maybe I'll show you tomorrow, and I'll talk a little bit about my advent calendar. So to start off, if you have seen my Instagram, you know that I test knit the Dawn socks by Bloom and Create. I made a brown and light blue and like rusty orangey red pair, and this is my second pair. I've worn those. I've also worn these, but they look a little bit better. This is my second pair. I made them before the test was even up, and they're the shorty version. They're a 56-inch sock, which I think is 7 inches, and I have a size 6.5 foot, usually kind of on the wider side, but I still find that using these, using this pattern has been helpful at the 56 inches. I tend to think that I mean, maybe it's just that my gauge stretches. I don't tend to block my socks really. I figure my feet are gonna do that. I used the same two colors, this rust red and this blue, that I used as contrast colors in my first pair. I'll make sure that I put a photo up of me with that, wearing those socks. And this more tealy, darker blue was a new color for this sock. These are all Lang Yawwall yarns. These three are ones that I got from Loop London when I was in the UK. And the brown one I ordered from Wool & Co., which is a store in Illinois. I had a brown yarn that I was going to use with this light blue and this rust. I really like the way the three of them look together. I think it was some old Knit Pick Stroll I had, but it was much thicker than the Yawwall. So this yarn, I believe, is about 460 yards per 100 grams. And most sock yarns are closer to like 400 to 425. And when I held the yarn side by side, the thickness just was like pretty strikingly different. So I decided that I wanted to order some brown Lang yarn. I had never really seen Yawwall in the US, like in any stores I'd visited, or most of the places I tend to order yarn online, but it turns out Fillory Yarn, which is relatively local to me, it's in San Jose, has some. I looked through their colors and they didn't really have one that I wanted to grab, so I sort of Googled around. I found Wool & Co. and I was able to order a brown. So this is my second pair. And I've made a third pair. So this one I modified a little bit. Well, first off, I made the mid-calf version instead of the shorty version. It's the 56-inch again, but I also did a just a standard 3x1 rib instead of the why am I breaking on the word? The broken rib. Instead of the broken rib, I did just plain 3x1 rib, because with the black I would lose track of which row I was on, and then I would like get sick of ripping back. I wouldn't really be able to see because it was so dark. So I figured, you know what, let's just go with a standard 3x1 rib, then every row is the same and you won't run into that problem. So the black color I'm using is West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply in just a black. I believe the colorway is called Licorice. And then for the contrast color, I used 2 mini skeins that I got, I want to say for the 5th anniversary of Black Squirrel Berkeley. It might have been some other event. But they have these really fun neon colors, and I don't think they typically have them in mini skeins, but they did at this time. So I ordered a few. This like lighter teal is the colorway Kersplash, and the this like darker purpley blue is Flibberty Gibbet. And these are 75% South American superwash merino wool and 25% nylon. They are fingering weight, 92 yards for 20 grams. And yeah, I love Black Squirrel. I'm there pretty often. And I was really excited to see these neon colors, and I thought they would be a fun contrast to this black here, and I'm happy with the way they turned out. They look really small. I mean, again, I think they stretch out. My socks, you know, as all knitted things do, stretch out when you wear them, especially superwash, so they'll get bigger. So this is as I said, a pattern that I tested. This is the 3rd pair I finished. I haven't woven in my ends yet, but let's just chuck those back in and ignore them for now. And I love this pattern. I think the garter heel is really fun. I like the color usage, you know, having a variety of contrast colors. It's very friendly to mini skeins and like leftovers. And for me, when I make, I think especially the shorties, but I want to say even with the mid-calf version, when I make a pair, because of the size of my feet, you know, being small, and I'm using the 56-inch version, I tend to only need like a mini skein for the contrast colors for sure. I want to say that it's like 10-ish grams of each. So like half a mini skein. And then I only need like a little over 20 grams, 20 to 30 grams for the main color. So I can get away with using 4 minis for this and have leftovers to make more scrappy socks. Honestly, I'm really surprised at my sock mojo. I feel like I was not expecting to return to socks so with such a vengeance, but I've found that they've been really nice to have on my needles. They're very portable. I mean, these are all things that I know. I find this one to be especially portable because often I'm making it with mini skeins or 50-gram skeins, and I'm carrying like 1 or 2 at a time. And it's just really easy. I was super excited to get in on this test. I have not been testing as often, and I feel like, you know, I haven't applied for as many tests. I sometimes I struggle with having like plans about what I want to make, and then, you know, a test comes along that you like, but you don't have the right yarn, and you've already bought yarn for a bunch of projects, and you're really kind of married to the projects that you've already planned. So, you know, I can find that tests are a little bit difficult in terms of like using what I have. In any case, I found myself seeing this email from Emma of Bloom and Create basically the minute she sent it out to test these Dawn socks. And I was like, oh, testing socks. I can do that. I have a lot of sock yarn that's not spoken for. I was like, I have plenty of yarn. This should be a quick knit. I should just get on it. So I applied pretty much immediately, and I was selected to be a tester, which I'm super excited about. So, you know, I feel like that's kind of gotten both my sock and my testing mojo back, because it's fun to be part of a test knit and to have that sort of community feeling of like, oh, we're all working on this thing, and like talking to each other and showing us each other's versions. And I mean, I think it probably has a similar quality as like a make along, which I've never really truly participated in. I actually later today will probably be casting on a 4th pair of Dawn socks. Now, Black Squirrel Berkeley had its 6th anniversary party a few weeks ago, and I was lucky enough to be able to pop over. It was super busy, which was great. I'm really happy for them. And they had, prior to that, stocked some yarn that they had not previously stocked from Teal Torch Knits, which is a dyer in Portland. And I saw they had mini skeins, and I thought, perfect, great. Let's get some mini skeins for more socks. So I got these 3 colors. This yellow is Dose of Sunshine. This like, I don't know, neon-y coral color is, that's the wrong label, Neon Melon. And this is rainbow, speckled rainbows. And I'm super excited to cast on these socks. I have 2 skeins of this, so this will be my main color, or 2 mini skeins. Now this yarn is 75/25 and 92 yards for 20 grams. So I'm also really proud of myself for getting these colors, because my typical color palette leans very cool. Like I literally picked up 2 yarns that were like a purple and a teal, and I was like, with this, they looked very similar to this, and I took a step back and I was like, literally these are the same colors I always pick. So I decided, especially for socks, you know, where else to branch out but somewhere that you would wear something that you're going to wear on your feet. So I decided I would go with the yellow and the coral, and I added this neon color, which I had as in mind as the base. I really have enjoyed making the Dawn socks. I'll probably use that as a template for my next pair, like I did for these black ones. I don't think I'll do like a standard 3x1 rib for these, but the possibilities are endless, which is very exciting, and I think I'm gonna cast these on later. I guess speaking of test knits, I have another test knit that I have finished. It took less than 24 hours. So this is the Copper Foxes Cowl, or Copper Foxes Super Bulky Cowl by Kacey Herlihy of Kacey Knits. I've made some of her patterns before. I'll link a video where I talk about that. And she recently released a test for this. She has I want to say a DK version of this cowl, and she is releasing a bulky cowl in the next like week or so, or super bulky. So she had a call for testers. It was a quick test. Like the time course is very quick. I want to say it's like a week, but you know, a bulky cowl knits up super fast. So I used Lion brand Woolies Thick and Quick in Fossil that I had in my stash. I have a navy Woolies that I think I might make one out of as well. It could be a great gift to give someone. I think it'll be great for when I leave for Alabama in like 10 days. When the pattern comes out, I highly recommend you grab it, and I will be posting some pictures of it over on Instagram, especially once it's blocked. So I encourage you to check that one out as well when the pattern comes out. I don't have any other knits that I'm planning on showing today. I will open my advent calendar and talk about it a little bit. This is the Firefly Notes advent calendar. It's a stitch marker advent calendar, and yeah, it's very cute. My cat stepped on it when it was on the bed. I ordered it on Etsy, and I also got this little tree tin to put my stitch markers in. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the second one. Oh my gosh! Oh, this is adorable. Come on out. It's a little button. So now I think I'm just gonna work. I'm just gonna work on my new socks a little that I want to cast on. Like my 9-inch Chow Goose circulars. These are size 0 needles. And I'm gonna knit for a bit. I think that this might be more or less the last of me coming to you for today. So I'll send you out with a little bit of knitting, and I will see you all tomorrow. Someone's decided she wants to play with my things on the bed. Lola, no. Feisty cat. All right, time to open the advent calendar for today. And I just gotta, ooh, this one has a clasp on it instead of a ring. That's fun. I want to say that you could order like all rings, all clasps, or a mix. That might be a lie. Either way, I do need some more progress markers in my life, so it's very exciting. Happy December 3rd. Yesterday I got a package from Knit Picks. Oh, the cat's coming. I've been waiting on it for a while, and yeah, I figured that I would show you what I got now that there's slightly more light, and it turns out Lola wants to see too. So the first thing I got was Wool of the Andes Superwash Bulky in Bamboo Heather. I got 4 of them, I think. Yeah, 4. I'm making, one of my friends asked for like a baby cocoon, so we'll see how this turns out. I don't know why. She didn't really give me any colors or anything, but this color spoke to me. Maybe because I'm thinking of like a pea pod or something. The next thing I got was Knit Picks Felice. Oh no, the label came off this one. Anyway, this is Knit Picks Felice in Lakeside Gelato. This is a fingering weight, like a sock yarn. And yeah, I just really liked the colors. I plan on, I think, making a white toe and heel and cuff for this. I got another Knit Picks Felice in the colorway Night Market. Again, I have some white stroll I think I'm going to use for the cuffs and toes and heels, and yeah, this is another one. I got one stroll in black. It's just a sock yarn, and I have like a few different colors that I just want to use this as the contrast for. I have black West Yorkshire spinners, but I have enough. I just don't think I'm gonna have enough, basically. So the second to last thing I got was this Journey tweed. It's a bear in a bear yarn. I think it's like a fingering. No, sorry. I think it's a DK weight. 274. Yeah, sport. I wouldn't call that sport, but maybe it is. In any case, here's what we're looking at here. 35% alpaca, 35% merino, 15% tussa silk, 50% Donegal, 6 stitches per 1 inch. Interesting. I mean, I guess maybe it is a sport, but it just seems really heavy for a sport. In any case, I have some onions that I've been wanting to dye with, and basically I thought it might be fun to have like both a superwash, which I should have, and a non-superwash yarn to dye, to kind of look at the differences. I don't know if any of you are ChemKnits fans, but as a fellow scientist like ChemKnits, I tend to enjoy kind of looking at the differences and seeing what she does. And one thing that I have seen for sure is that the superwash and non-superwash yarns take up dye very differently. So I'm excited to see what that ends up looking like. So I got this. It's also like kind of a darker, I mean, I think it's showing up pretty well. It's not like a true white or like ecru kind of natural. It's a little bit darker, so it should be definitely really interesting. The last thing I got was Knit Picks Muse in Delight Speckle. It's 423 yards per 100 grams. When I went to Black Squirrel, for their 6th anniversary, they had door prizes, and the door prize was that I picked up. They were wrapped, and I got this yarn. It's Apple Tree Knits. It's a super light lace, so this is Dawn to Dusk Gradient Stellar Lace, 70% merino, 30% silk. And this is a 50-gram skein, but it's 543 yards, so super fine yarn. And I was hoping that maybe I could marl these two together. I'm not sure, now that I see the colors together, how I'll feel about that, but I might experiment with it anyway and see. I think I struggle, like I'm struggling to figure out what I might do with this. Even though it's super pretty, it's very soft, it's super cool, like I'm happy to have it and I'd like to use it. I'm just not sure how. So I figured I would take a chance on these yarns and see if maybe that looked good. I'm gonna sign off now. There's my cat joining us today. I'm gonna drink my coffee and I'll check in with you guys later. Today's been a very lazy day for me and for Lola. I'm ready to turn the heel. Excuse my ratty nail polish. This is the Teal Torch Knits fingering minis. They're right here. Lola's quite interested in them. She's not usually interested in yarn on the ball, but she has been getting into it. So yeah, I'm about to do the heel turn, then I will be done with the yellow for this. I'm excited about how this sock's turning out. I think it's really fun. I was sitting up and knitting, but this little beast has decided that she wants me to be horizontal so she can lay on me and receive the pets. So her wish is my command. I don't know if you can hear her purring, but I kind of hope you can.